And I got a face full of bees. What's up, y'all? Ben over at VW Family Farm. I am super proud of my wife. We just come from the back looking at the cows and everything, and when we drove by the bees, she goes, oh, look at there. And this is a huge swarm. So I run to the house real quick, grab my veil, grabbed a 5-frame nuke. Let's go catch these jokers before they get away. The other day I was over here and I was going through most all of them. Between the weather and darkness, I wasn't able to get through 2. I still got to go through that one and that first one down there. But I love having these fruit trees right here for them. Food for one, but then also look at the size of that swarm. Is that not awesome? The other day I was scrolling through Facebook and come across one of the videos that our state bee inspector put out, Danny. He's got a lot of knowledge, and I seen him do something the other day that I've never tried. I'm going to attempt to try it. I'm going to put a frame on there and see if most of the bees will crawl on that, and see if I can find the queen, get her down in the box first. I've always just grabbed the limb or whatever that is on and tried shaking it vigorously to drop them all in there. I'm going to attempt this way and see how it works for me. Definitely don't want to break the peach tree. Emily would probably get mad. And this is going to be heavy. And I got a face full of bees. Wasn't too bad. Most of them went in there. And be really cautious where you walk. But look at them all marching in there. Alright, so they're starting to gather back up. We'll give them a minute to calm back down. Let all these go in there. Like I said, I'm going to be cautious where I'm stepping. The way they're acting, she's probably in there. They're just not too interested in the frame. Danny's had drawn comb on it. And I'm not near as experienced as he is. We'll see if we can get the rest of these in here. No, we're gonna let them settle down. They're getting mad. They're actually starting to sting. They'll settle down, see if they go back up there, but most every one of them's going in there. What's crazy is I told you the other day that I keep those swarm traps up by my house too. I've got them scattered all over, but I've got a couple right up by the house that I keep an eye on. And for the last 2 or 3 days, there's been scout bees hitting it. So that's why I come over here the other day to check all my hives. And there were 2 of them with swarm cells in them. So when I found those swarm cells, all I did is I moved them over to a 3-frame mating newt that I made. And I've started 2 or 3 more. I have to jog my memory. I need a log book and actually log in it. So I really didn't think that much about it. Still lack 2 hives to go through, so this may actually be out of one of them. I don't know. It's a fairly good sized swarm, but I'm just thankful Andrea saw it. Praise the good Lord that we caught it, and pray that the queen's in there. All right, now that I've walked over here, that did kind of refresh my memory. There are 3 of them. These are my 3-frame mating nukes. So all I do is take a frame with the queen cells on them, a frame with a lot of capped brood, mainly all capped brood, and then some food, a frame of honey. And here is a swarm I caught in one of my swarm traps. Here is another swarm I caught in one of my swarm traps. So I'm here to tell you that if you're getting into bees or just gotten into bees and still learning some, one handy thing to have on the apiary is just a simple 5-frame nuke box. That way if you catch a swarm like that, somebody calls you, you put it out on Facebook, you tell people whatever that you're looking for swarms of honeybees, these right here are handy to have. You can just go over there, dump them in. That one I had out there was one out of the first bees that I bought. Ever since then, when I bought those 3, I'll never buy honeybees again. I love catching wild honeybees or swarms from other people's hives, whatever they are. Feral bees, you name it, nobody knows. But these right here are a D-coats version. They are really simple to build. You can make them with a little hanger on the back, hang them out of swarm traps. They don't have to be anything fancy. Scrap wood is all I use. Just some old shipping boxes that I cut down, use the plywood off of. They'll last for several years, and then replace them. They don't cost hardly anything. A little staple gun or a brad gun to put it together, something like that makes it really quick. Just slap it up there, put a hole in it, put some frames in it. You've got something to hold some bees for a while. So I hope half of you enjoy honeybees as much as I do. I love getting into them. I love getting in the middle of swarms like that. It's not quite an adrenaline rush, but the feeling of being around thousands and thousands of bees right next to your face, dumping all over your face with that net on, it's just pretty cool, I think. I really think bees are, I think they're awesome. Without bees, I don't think our life would be possible. All the pollinators out there, we got to have them. Help save the honeybees. Don't use poisons, insecticides that's going to affect the honeybees. And if you ever have the desire, I'd love to answer your questions about different ways to get into honeybees, buying them if that's what you want to do, catching wild swarms if that's what you're interested in, or if you've already got honeybees, how can you get more honeybees by making splits and things like that. And until next time, Lord willing, God bless.